Hello,
Hi,
namaste.
Namaste, good afternoon. This is Amit Gumman and Bintee Gumman from the Kitchen of Harmony Healing Center, and we are here today to present you an Ayurvedic decoction called as Ayurvedic Kadha. So, Kadha is basically a decoction made up of the spices and herbs which are used in the Ayurvedic practice, and the herbs and the spices which we are using here are easily available in the kitchen. So,
Or in any Indian grocery store or a health food store, you should be able to find it. It should be very easy to find these ingredients.
the basic steps of the Kadha are we are just going to boil some water in a pan. As you see, I've already put the water to boil, and we are going to crush some fresh ginger and fresh turmeric in a mortar and pestle. I'm using the fresh ingredients here because I wanted to demonstrate this recipe using the fresh ingredients, but if the fresh ginger and turmeric are not available, we can also go for the powdered form of turmeric and ginger, which is easily available at, again, as Dr. Gumman said, any health food store. So I'm just going to crush the
I can do that for you.
So yeah, I'm just going to crush the ginger and the turmeric.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So we are going to just the water. I've already put the water to boil, so the water is actually boiling hot. It's almost boiling. So I'm going to put the fresh turmeric and the ginger, which I have crushed, in the boiling water. And then to this, we are, once it boils for a few minutes, I'm going to add in some fresh basil leaves.
You can either use the basil leaves, or you can also use tulsi, holy basil if you can find it. If you cannot find holy basil, just go ahead and use the tulsi. And look at the beautiful color here. Look at the beautiful orange color. It's so pretty.
Yeah. So as Dr. Gumman mentioned, we can use fresh basil or tulsi if it is available. But if it is not available, we can. I got the fresh basil yesterday. I could find it, but if you don't have the fresh basil, we can also use dried basil leaves, which will equally work well. And then we are going to add in some cinnamon. We can add some cinnamon.
And make sure you get Ceylon cinnamon, not the Chinese cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon is much better than the Chinese cinnamon. Chinese cinnamon is cinnamon cassia, and cinnamon from Ceylon is cinnamon zelanicum or cinnamon verum. They are much better than Chinese cinnamon.
And now I'm adding some crushed cardamom and black pepper.
You want to crush it?
I don't. You can crush the black pepper if it is needed, or you don't have to crush the black pepper. All the spices will infuse their flavors in the boiling water. So we are going to give it a nice boil. We are going to make sure that the decoction is reduced to half. So we have to really, keep on boiling it, and that's how all the spices will be infused. The benefits and the properties of the spices will be infused into this decoction. And
make sure that it's not very hot. So it's at the lower temperature, not very hot temperature to be boiling.
yeah. So why we're doing this recipe at this point of time, because we are still in the midst of that corona pandemic and the global crisis everybody is going through. and we have to make sure that our body's immune system is all up to date. I mean, if the immune system is good, then we can fight and we can survive this virus. So all the Ayurvedic spices which we have used in this decoction are definitely very helpful to boost your immune system, and they're readily available in the grocery store. All the Indian households basically will have these spices available. We use a lot of these spices to cook on an everyday basis. So it is a very simple recipe, and a must to have during these times when we are all gripped in the fear of coronavirus. And as you know, because of the fear and stress, our immunity level goes down.
And tulsi is very good for your stress, for your cortisol level. Ginger, black pepper helps for the absorption of the turmeric, and these are very powerful bronchodilators, opens up your lungs. So it's very important to have your lungs clear and open. No, you don't want any congestion in the body for any phlegm to be a breeding ground for the virus and the bacteria. So the clearer your lungs, clearer your sinuses, clear your respiratory system, the better off you are.
Yeah, so this is one simple way to start off your mornings, and once this decoction is ready, we can just store it and use it as and when needed, of course after reheating it a little bit. So rather than sipping on the teas and coffees, maybe if we really want to make sure that our bodies are up to date and geared up, so just sip on this beautiful concoction every day, or maybe
very pretty.
Yeah.
And the reason hot is important is for example, if you have to wash a greasy pot, it's easier to wash with warm water rather than with cold water. So that's why in Ayurveda we say it's very important to keep sipping hot water, hot tea, not like ice cold sodas, which will create more of congestion. Heat expands, cold constricts. So you don't want any constriction. You want more of expansion of your lungs, expansion of your bronchioles. So you have much easier and freer breathing. All right, so you want to
looks excited. I'm excited about this recipe. I've never done this before, but and then towards the very end of this, I'm just going to add some raisins into it, which is going to give it a little nice sweet flavor. It's almost I'm going to boil it for a few more minutes, and in the meantime, if you want, just give me a.
Some people like to strain it. I like to just use the whole thing rather than straining, so you can just pour me a little bit here. I like to chew on the leaves. I like to crush the black pepper and the cinnamon.
Yes,
but
sure.
If you want, you can strain it, but I like to use the whole herb and chew on it.
Okay, and also once it is actually prepared, if you want to drink it before.
Very, very nice aroma. Very pretty, like her.
So before drinking, we will let it cool.
Very good,
Cool for a while, and we have the options of sweetening it a little bit because the taste of it can be a little spicy. One more thing which we can do to this decoction is we can add the guduchi or the giloy, which is but it's not easily available in this country. If you were in India, the leaves of the guduchi, which is again a very powerful antiviral, helps to take care of the flu and helps in
the most powerful immune modulator.
We could actually get the leaves of that plant and then put it in this water. So that would also be very, very beneficial, very, very helpful. But since we don't have it, we are not using it at this point of time. And once it is done, then we are going to sieve it. I'm going to sieve it in a few minutes. And before drinking it, if you want, we can use some little bit of some sweeteners. Like you can use some fresh honey if you want.
Local honey.
Local honey. or you can do some agave if you want to have a little bit of the sweetener. You don't have to; it is optional. And maybe some people want to have like the Indian jaggery, so that is also, again, these are all optional. The sweeteners are optional, and then you may want to squeeze in some fresh lemon on top of it. So these
Actually,
are all
you don't need anything more. It's
optional.
very nice like this.
So these are all optional, and I'm just going to reduce the. I'm actually going to switch off the flame, and then we are going to actually sieve it and see how beautiful this decoction looks.
Smells so nice, and it's very fragrant, very nice aroma, beautiful taste. Thank you so much.
Wait. So this is the decoction which we have prepared. I hope you can make your own decoctions at home. This is a very simple recipe, does not require much effort, just some water which all of us have and some basic ingredients, so it is a very,
Enjoy.
very
Cheers.
simple recipe.
And also check out our website harmonyveda.com, and for this week we have andrographies on special, so that's the most important immune modulator we use in Ayurveda. It's called andrographies, Kalmeg, Shvet Chiraita. There are different names for it, and it's very powerful immune modulation, especially for this time of the crisis. Thank you. Enjoy.
Namaste.
Be well.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Skylar. Thank you, Louise.